Into our next run here, that will of course be Mega Man Battle Network, being brought to us by the ever delightful Phantom5800. Take it away, my friend, and tell us when you're ready.
So this is I'm Phantom. This is Mega Man Battle Network for the Game Boy Advance, and with me I have Ice Blue.
Hello. Hello.
We'll talk about a lot of things as we're going into this, but I'm gonna start with an attempt at an RNG manipulation. If I don't get it, it's not a big deal, but if I do it, it's pretty nice, pretty cool. So I'll give a quick countdown, and we can get in, and I'll have Ice kind of explain what this game is about. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so while Phantom does this RNG manipulation, they're basically doing this RNG manipulation to set up the tutorial encounters that we're about to get in the classroom to get the proper chip draw. But this is Lan. Lan is an elementary school student, and this is the world of the internet, basically. So the whole basis of this game is you are the operator of Mega Man, who is, you don't know this until after, this game. You're basically like the hero net battler, and for some reason, Lan loses all his powers whenever you finish a game and go to the next one. I don't know, it's weird. But there's going to be a bunch of like people doing like net crimes and stuff like that, and they're going to get stopped by this 10-year-old child. Because that's just how it works, yeah. But these are the tutorial battles. These are just telling you like how chips work and like how you can use like certain chips like with the same like letter coding. So like we're gonna use this area grab into this wide sword, but we're gonna be doing a very specific setup here.
It's probably close. Yeah, close.
Close enough. Yeah, we're trying to manipulate a couple of cannon chips here. Oh,
I thought he would move. That's fine.
yeah. One big thing to note about this game, and we'll kind of go over that like as we get through. This game doesn't have a run from battle feature. So we're going to be specifically going through picking up escape chips that are going to be required for this run, because we don't want to actually take all these encounters that we're going to get through the run. We're going to be hopefully top decking, as we call it, the escape chips that we keep picking up.
Yeah.
But in order to like in this beginning section, since we only I think have one escape chip, we're gonna be talking to quite a few like doors and like NPCs and stuff like that, because those basically reset our encounter like RNG basically.
Yep. So encounters are based on the number of steps that you take, and your step counter increases twice as quickly if you are holding the B button. But talking to things like that door resets your step counter to 0. So we get to walk a little bit further without any chance of an encounter.
Yeah, we're specifically routing a lot of these things to grab a bunch of what we call BMDs, Blue Mystery Datas. And we need to pick up X amount of money. Like, it's a good bit of money that we need to pick up, because in this game, for this run, we do have to get what we call RNG chips. We need at least 10. We pick up 50 over the course of the run, but we need at least 10 more in order to progress the story at the end.
Yep.
There's an NPC that requires you to have 60 in your library, 60 like unique chips in the library, in order to get one of their World 3 codes. And then we also need to get a certain amount of HP memories to level up, and power-ups to level up Mega Man to 30 to get another World 3 code. So this game, this run does have a bit of RNG, but there's a lot of backups. Hopefully we don't have to utilize these backups. Shockwave K.
That's fine. Getting that early saves usually an encounter in the Numberman segment. Usually the reason that we want Shockwave early. But this is our first dungeon, in a sense.
Yeah, so that person that was installing something into the security panel on the wall is actually a World 3, like, Navi operator. That is Mr. Match. If you've played any of the Battle Network games, you've probably seen Mr. Match at least 37 times. He's one of the only recurring bosses that you can fight in this game.
Yeah, that's the only scripted encounter in this, besides the boss fight itself. Scripted one Metar fight. So, generally speaking, we will be getting probably about 5 or so encounters here. If we get less, it's just really lucky.
As you take an encounter.
Yeah, but we got 2 shotguns. This is a pretty convenient fight for that. Okay.
Pretty inconvenient drop, though.
Yeah. It's fine.
But, you know, so as any 10-year-old, we're gonna go, and to put out this fire, we're gonna go grab our Nerf squirt gun and put out the fire here.
Yeah, so I am skipping all of the cutscenes that I can skip by holding the start button. It is bufferable. As long as start is held down when you enter the cutscene, it will skip on frame 1. The first 3 Battle Network games have that, the later 3 do not.
I have no idea why they ever changed that, but...
Well, in 4 through 6, they also changed it to be the select button. So it's not just that it's not bufferable, it's that it's the other button. So yeah, I'm also canceling my Buster here pretty often. Moving cancels the unleg of the Buster.
Yeah, so yeah, Mega Man actually has like lag frames whenever he moves, or like whenever he fires the Buster. But you can cancel that lag frame by just moving to a different square. And that just allows you to just spam the Buster like Phantom is doing here. Of how busting level is calculated? I mean, we could, but the busting level in this game doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Like, you can get S ranks and still get Zenny drops. But yeah, so the busting level is calculated on how fast you delete viruses and how many tiles Mega Man moves, things like that. Also, if you take damage, it lowers your busting level. Things like that. There's a lot of different factors into like what calculates your busting level. Like if you get a double delete, it increases your busting level. If you triple delete, of course, that pretty much almost like guarantees an S rank at that point.
Usually, yeah.
Unless you took like 1 billion damage. And it's not how much damage you take, it's how many times you take damage.
Yeah, so that was Fireman. Not a particularly difficult encounter, but I did not get super lucky. You tend to want to draw swords there, because sword is your highest damaging chip, but it only hits the front.
And whenever Fireman attacks, he always goes to that front.
Yep.
So it's just basically a free 80 damage.
In the any percent category where RNG manipulation is allowed and, well, not just allowed, but basically required, you would be RNG manipulating a hand that draws many swords. And be deleting him very quickly with that.
So we're taking a little bit of a detour here to pick up an escape chip. again, we're gonna pick up a total of 5 escape chips this entire. Well, we're gonna have a total of 5 escape chips this entire run. Maybe more if we get the chip trader to be nice. But quickly after the first scenario, we're gonna enter the second scenario here, where we get to meet another recurring character in the series, who is the World 3 operator known as Higsby. And just like every Mega Man Battle Network fashion, you have to talk to everybody in one room to progress the story.
This game only has that twice. I think Battle Network 6 has it many more times than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you may have noticed that I did some... When I edited my folder to add in the escapes, I also did some sorting, which is also fairly important. The way this game handles shuffling your deck is it will do 60 random swaps. And that's pretty decent.
Ooh, okay.
But
Quake A is pretty good.
Yeah. You may think to yourself, just swapping the 30 chips at random, doing like swapping 2 random positions 60 times isn't necessarily the greatest shuffle. And that's true. Statistically, you're more likely to draw things that you already had at the top, such as usually escape. And the shuffle algorithm is technically worse in the future games because they reduced it from 60 swaps to 30 in Battle Networks 2 and on.
So this entire scenario is Higsby is hacking into the school network, and set up these coded doors. I forget which ones exactly are static and which ones are not. I think it's like what?
1, 2, and 4 are static.
Okay, yeah. So 3, 5, and 6.
Yep.
So we're gonna be the game tells you if you're too high or too low in the code. So we're gonna be playing high and low pretty soon on these codes. But it's not too bad, like to guess.
Yeah, we'll know when the first or second digit is correct. See? Easy.
There you go. But picking up that Quake chip early on is really good. We're going to pick up a second one here, just because the Quake chips are very good for Numberman, because Numberman doesn't move. And Quakes do 90 damage.
Yeah, Numberman is one of the couple bosses that never move from the back column.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, probably get rid of the spooky. So this game is one of the only games in the entire series that restores your health. Nice.
That's what I was going for.
That restores your health to maximum after every battle. No other game in the series does that. Instead, they introduced a sub-chip system that allows you to pick up or purchase healing chips and stuff like that. This one is the only one that doesn't have that, and it just heals you after every single battle. So that's our second. That's our second Quake chip. We're gonna be utilizing that pretty soon. Maybe a time bomb.
That's what I'm gonna go for.
Maybe a time bomb. Game, be nice.
See where he comes up.
Be nice, game.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'll take it. Shockwave's still good.
Shockwave's pretty good.
But yeah, time bomb would have been an RNG chip. Ooh. Okay.
It was 43 backwards. Nice.
Alright. Typically, I'll get the encounter here. Got lucky. We have 3 escapes right now. Our odds of drawing escape aren't incredible until we have 4 or 5.
Land revolutionized Heelys.
Was this game? This game wasn't sponsored by anything.
So this is Land's teacher.
Yep.
This is Miss Mari. She gets kidnapped a lot in like the game series.
Let's do this.
Alright, we're gonna sort them to attack first, so we draw more attack chips in the top.
Actually, for code.
That too.
Because our attack would put sword at the top. Easy.
Wow, that was not a bad code.
Unfortunate. I'm just gonna do this for get rid of these.
Alright, so this is Number Man. For the first, I think, 250 health, Number Man just summons these orbs in front of him. And we just need to go to the row that has the lowest amount and break that one so we can pass through. If not, we take a bunch of damage. Oh.
Sure. Yeah, this is Number Man is one of the big RNG gates of the early game, just based on what you can draw.
I love how you're just drawing all your escape ships.
Yeah, it happens. He has a little bit too much HP. Okay, cool.
Alright, so now his attack pattern should change. He's going to start summoning time bombs in there, or he's going to be dropping dice. The dice will do an amount of damage based off of how much, like, what the dice roll itself is. We just want to destroy those before they actually damage, because they do a pretty chunky amount of damage.
Yep. This is fine. Maybe I'll draw something on this turn.
And since Number Man doesn't move, we just utilize those sword chips just to destroy the hazards in the arena.
And that's Number Man. pretty standard Number Man, honestly. But yeah, Number Man is a big RNG gate for speedruns. For going for like a high level time, you'll probably end up resetting there pretty often. Just because drawing swords against Number Man is very slow.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, we're going to be taking a quick detour over to Male's Piano. Because Dex wants a Recov 50 chip. He hasn't told us that yet, but he wants it. And this is where it's easily located.
Is now a good time to jump in with a few quick messages.
Go for it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And indeed, thank you to Shovel Claws, who made good on their promise and donated $60 there for every death during the previous run, saying, holding up my bargain. Good luck to all the runners. Excited for the rest of the event. Thank you again to Shovel Claws. That has indeed gone towards the Mega Man 7 blindfolded boss rush incentive. That'll be for the very next incentive. Next run. And there's still quite a bit of margin on that, about 185 if I can do maths properly. So if you want to see that, then I know we've got some Mega Man fans who would absolutely want to see that. So please be sure to make your mark while you still can. But I'll throw it back to the run.
Yeah, this is Guts Man. So what is Dex currently doing that's problematic?
Attacking on the row that has no tiles.
I was gonna say story-wise, but
existing.
Yeah, Dex is locking off the entire internet. Well, Internet 2.
Yeah,
But,
Dex blocks off one of the sections of the internet because, you know, a 10-year-old child has that capacity. But yeah, Gutsman is his AI is not wow.
Come on, Dex.
His AI is not the smartest
Dex.
here. As you can see, he's constantly attacking rows that just don't exist.
He is purely random. Okay. That is Dex and Gutsman. He will just attack at pure random and never usually where you want him to be. He is a little bit smarter in future games. A little bit. I'll give him some credit. But yeah, now that we have the code that Dex used to lock off the internet, we can actually make our way over there. We're going to take a brief detour and do some shopping also.
The code probably says Dex is bad.
I'm going to get hit here, and hopefully I get a guard.
Yay!
See? It's that easy.
It's just that easy. Never punished. I thought that
Yeah,
GMD is blocking your path there.
That GMD is probably a Recov 10. By the way.
Everything you've ever wanted.
But yeah, we've picked up 2 RNG chips so far, the Invis and the Met Guard that I just got. Okay.
Just
Cool.
enough say, wow.
You don't technically have to buy both HP memories right now. You can get it later, but kind of nice to have. The important part is that we're getting the HP memories and the power up in order to increase Mega Man's level up to the eventual 30 that we need for story reasons. Similar to needing 60 battle chips. Yeah, this is Internet 2. It looks like Internet 1.
Also, E.
Background. There are a lot of viruses in Internet 2 that are just kind of annoying. Like those heaters. But if we draw escape, we don't have to deal with it.
The escape chip actually, the escape chip actually exists in the later games, at least in 2 and 3. But you can run from battles as long as so the way that the future games work as well, depending on Mega Man's actual overall level, is what allows you to run turn 1, things like that. So this, wow. Of course you get an encounter a step before Stone Man. Literally a pixel.
Anyway, this is Stone.
Incredible. So this is Stone Man. Stone Man doesn't move.
Yeah, he doesn't move, but he does this sometimes.
That is toxic. Those rock cubes take so long to destroy.
Yeah, he doesn't move. He does a decent bit of damage if he hits you. He can also spawn the rock cube on top of you.
Which is also very fun. It's just a free damage for him. Nice.
Yeah, the rock cube spawning on top of you is why I reopened the pause menu to save. Because those tend to hurt. Okay. It is worth noting that if I do die at some point, even with backup saves, the run is technically no longer single segment. But
yeah,
that's
the
fine.
whole single segment is basically just beating the game without saving and quitting and resetting. And it's to prevent being able to fully RNG manipulate. Wow.
Uh-huh. All right. I'll just wait for the next draw here. because it's gonna come up before I can buster him down. There's my Quake. But yeah, that was Stone Man. He is a boss that exists in this game. And we're gonna be making our way
Stone
over.
Man, but he summons things that fire like death lasers at you. It's pretty good.
We're gonna be going over to our dad's office because Dad works at a government facility.
Yeah, that a 10-year-old child has access to.
I mean, we're related, so you just walk in, and tell them that yeah, he's my dad.
So yeah, this
After
is
go to the TV.
waterworks. Yeah, this is the waterworks facility. They control, all the water in the world, or at least in AC/DC town.
They do more than that too, but like Waterworks is on this side of the building, Scilab is technically on the other.
Of how
And
in the
then
future games, waterworks just doesn't exist anymore.
And then downstairs is the power plant. Oops. I need to tell her that yeah, that's my dad's office upstairs. And then take a quick trip into the vending machine.
We're gonna mug this vending machine for $3,000.
It's fine. It's also
As said-
5,000.
5,000. Yeah, 5,000. As kids do,
And then we're gonna go into our dad's office and go straight to this computer that definitely is not important.
We're gonna access this computer.
And
This
take
could-
this
This
high
could
cannon J.
potentially be, a very important computer that Dad doesn't want us to access or anything like that. Just casually just go in and edit the files or something.
And then this is Dad's personal computer, and he has a present for us, so we're just gonna take it and leave.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, he told us that he had a gift, but he wouldn't be able to come home until later, so we just went and took it ourselves.
I'm pretty sure your dad has been home a total of like 3 times in this entire series.
I mean, to be fair, in one of the games, he's literally in a different country the entire time.
He comes home like once in BN2, once in BN3.
Yeah. He never comes home in BN4.
Jesus.
And he just sent us some more gifts. And what I'm going to do here is do a quick edit, put in this and this that I picked up in Waterworks. And we're going to go gambling soon.
Aw, dang it.
You want to explain why we're going to go gambling?
We need RNG chips. And this is a fast way of doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
he does come home in BN4, Rish? Oh, okay. So Dad's home for like all of like 3 seconds. He walks in, he's like, "Hi, honey. Bye, honey," and just leaves. He gets kidnapped in BN5, of course. Shoutouts to Dad.
True.
This is the most I've ever seen Lan in school, by the way.
Well, we're done with school now.
Yep, alright, school's out. Forever.
School is done for the rest of the game. The town doesn't have water, so they sent the kids home where they don't have water. Which is honestly relatable. I feel like
By the way, there's a
like
car. There's a car there. Alright, so we're gonna be gambling chips here in hopes that we pull nice RNG chips.
Got one.
Yeah, that's one.
Every one of these is about a 9% chance, by the way, of getting a new chip. And we'll see if I get lucky again. Well, that's a different kind of luck. Now I have to menu around this thing.
Fine.
Okay.
Getting an extra escape chip is very nice.
Yeah, we're gonna buy an Elexord E chip from Higsby here.
Because Higsby now is the owner of the chips shop and is no longer a bad guy.
Yep.
We beat him up so bad, he's no longer evil.
Yeah, the extra escape is going to, well, it'll either help or it won't. I guess that's how it works, right? It statistically will help my odds of drawing escape, but I also just may still never draw escape.
I would say you could do what the game always does and just bottom deck it. So put it at the bottom. Surely in this game you'll draw the escape chip that time.
Oh yeah, surely.
So as a kid here, we're gonna go into Dad's office and steal his ID card, so we can access the lower floors of the company.
And technically, it's just the other elevator, but
you know, normal kid things.
it's fine.
Yeah,
Just walk right by all these people into this red door.
they're not questioning why there's a kid here.
Hello, Dr. Freud. Anyway,
We're
Let me jack into this.
we're gonna jack into this very important computer that needs an ID card to access.
Well, it has a
And we're
recovery bell.
We have we're gonna take this Recuv 200 and we're gonna steal $3,000.
And there's an HP memory in this locker. And we're good.
All right. Now we're just gonna go return Dad's ID badge, and that's it for this adventure.
Yep. Not even a cutscene. See? You didn't see a cutscene or anything pop up at all.
Yeah, nothing.
Back to Dad's office. And... okay. So... turns out Waterworks has been hacked. I know this is probably shocking to many people.
No, that's in
Yeah.
a few scenarios.
Well, no, they're still hacked.
No,
The
no,
water-
you said it was shocking. That's in a few
Oh.
scenarios.
Okay.
that's in the power plant.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll see
No, this-
myself out.
This is just cold. We're just cold here.
So
Slide
there's
across all this.
there's a very important skip coming up here, which is also a pretty big RNG section. There's an encounter that's like a forced boss encounter, basically, where you fight two polar bears, and they're both very, very chunky HP, and they deal a lot of damage. They're dangerous, but through the power of pixel perfect menuing and stopping on the right pixel and menuing into your folder a couple times, you can skip the encounter. Surely you get Aqua Tower here.
No.
Surely you get
I added to try and get escape. There we go.
Oh, I would have just thrown the Quake.
The thing is that Aqua Tower is a chip that I pick up anyway,
Oh.
so I don't really care. I would care about this if I had two swords, but I don't have two swords, so I'm not going to care.
What are we at? 3 RNG chips?
Yep.
That's more RNG chips than you had when you were at Door Virus the other day.
But yeah, Waterworks here is actually pretty interesting. So every time I interact with one of these valves, it actually resets our step count to 0. So you can theoretically get through here with almost no encounters, but your odds are still going to be pretty likely to get a few throughout many of the rooms.
And also, each time you interact with like a new zone, it also resets your RNG to 0.
So yeah, I just skipped an encounter there. That was fairly lucky. You tend to get one there about 30% of the time. This is a fairly low encounter chance, but that's fine. We'll just run away. 5 escape chips in Waterworks is pretty good.
Pretty nice.
Usually you have to wait until the next scenario to get your 5th escape.
Yeah, Starships didn't get introduced until BN2.
This is interesting.
Surely you get this chip.
I mean, there's
Surely.
two chip chances here. Okay.
Surely you get the chip there.
Yeah, if
Never.
I had had a faster clear, that would have been more likely. But a 6, I still could have gotten like the cloud chip. I don't think you can get Invis 2 off of a 6. This is fine. Yeah, we are coming. It's this room in particular that has the skip we'll be coming up on. I will save before it just in case, just for the sake of being able to show it off. But it is a pixel perfect. Well, a pixel perfect frame perfect pause. Luckily, there's a good visual setup for it. Okay. Okay. This is why you add instead. Surely.
I would have laughed if you would have gotten a chip off of that.
That would have been funny for not the right reasons. Typically, you'll probably get another 2 or 3 encounters here. And you want to draw escape.
A Lex sword there would have been phenomenal.
Would have been really funny if that just worked. Alright, this should be the last encounter I see here. I am close enough to the polar bear fight that I probably won't see another one. Be very surprised. Not quite on the right pixel.
Then we're going to do a little folder edit here.
More forward, that should be good.
Couple folder checks.
Oops.
And bam, skip the encounter.
Yep. So that encounter there has 2 polar bears. One has 250, one has 300 HP. They aren't particularly hard, but with that much HP, you can imagine we don't necessarily have the resources to do it quickly.
That and yeah, it's just a long encounter.
Yep. So we're gonna be going back home because we solved the problem, right?
Yeah, we fixed it.
And see how well we fixed it.
All right, now the water's purple.
As you do.
Remember, there's still that car parked there.
What car?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, Freud was blackmailed to poison the water supply. And that's his kid. He's been in that car for like, I don't know, a few hours.
The AC was on.
True. We also don't know what time of year this is. It could be cold outside.
I don't know. Atlanta's in shorts.
I mean, where I'm from, people wear shorts in the winter.
Listen. So do we. But that's also because it's, January 31st and it's 75 degrees right now.
Yeah, no, where I'm from, people wear shorts when it's like 40 degrees out. Yeah, this is Waterworks again. Because we solved the problem, and now we need to actually solve the problem by basically going back to where we were. Honestly, I can clear this. Surely this won't miss.
I was about to say, if you do that again. Nice, dash chip.
Yeah. So Dash is a pretty popular chip in the Battle Network series. It's really bad in BN1.
Unfortunately.
It does 50 damage in BN1. In BN2, it does 90 damage. And in BN3, it does 80 damage. So, It's a very early chip, which is probably why they made it do 50, to be fair. But it's also hard to use.
It's a lot slower in this one, isn't it?
Not like much slower. It's still pretty quick in terms of like BN1 attacks. But yeah, we're going down a different path that we couldn't go down before because it was blocked by a mysterious clown.
Yeah. We won't ever see that clown. Ever.
Yeah, there was a clown right there at that intersection before, blocking our way from continuing down this path. But now we can go this way.
You know, for a government facility, this place really isn't secure if they're just letting multiple people jack into the network.
I mean, the main access point was a water fountain.
Which you need an employee badge to get to.
Sure, it's still a water fountain.
Look,
I don't know if that justifies it.
you gotta make the most, like, strangest things become, like, the main access point to your servers, okay?
Do you?
Who would know?
All right, so this is definitely the intended solution. We're going to see more intended solutions to puzzles in a bit here, but don't question
definitely, yeah, they definitely didn't expect you to be able to diagonal do this.
And I'm going to grab this battle chip here. This is Tri-Arrow A, which is these piranhaviruses. Let's do this. And if I don't draw escape, I can probably kill them next turn. And I drew escape, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, escape is always faster than doing fights. Even if it's turn 2, it's still going to be faster. Speaking of intended solutions.
This is a very intended solution, by the way.
I was off by like a pixel in the other direction a couple times, but that's fine. So yeah, I just picked up another power up there. I don't know how much this actually skips. I don't remember what the solution's supposed to be. I'm not gonna lie. Because we're done.
Yeah, there's like a whole like puzzle you have to go through, like in like different directions just to get through that. But you can do that entire section in 2 slides.
And I think this is the intended solution for this one, right?
Yeah.
Shirley?
Don't forget to turn it off though. Smile.
You got really unlucky with that encounter. You can get here without an encounter, but it's very, very unlikely. But if you do, it saves, you know, probably 15, 20 seconds. Every encounter is about 15 seconds. Typically on average. Ew.
That is a draw, yeah.
I just don't want the sortie to come to the front, basically. Because he will be very rude.
Yeah, the sorties have a chip called longsword, where it hits the entire like row. And it does a lot of damage.
Where is my... Yeah, one of these.
Alright, this is Iceman.
It's Proto Man, what do you mean?
Yeah, this is Iceman.
Yeah, he's very scripted at the start here.
Yeah, he will always like block the first 3 rows of with your first 3 rows with ice blocks. And then he starts throwing ice bombs at you.
Yeah. And then you don't draw. That's fine. Yeah, I'm looking for an Elect Sword here. I'm not getting Elect Sword. I probably could have just added at that point. Because Iceman is a water element Navi. And... Okay.
Elexord would deal 2 times damage. There it is.
Wow.
Convenient.
I just need to get rid of one of those. Come to the front. Thank you. So yeah, that fight can go very, very fast if you just happen to start with Elexord, but...
Yeah, dealing 240 damage at the start of the fight is just pretty good.
This is a very long scenario. We are going to be going on a trip with Mail to go shopping. And we have to respond to her email and then deliver the email by hand to roll.
As you know, you can't speak to your own Navi. For some reason.
This is, gotta leave, because Mail is taking the bus instead of the train. And Lan is taking the train to get to the location that is Electric City. And she just keeps calling. It's fine.
I feel like Electric City, like anybody like first time playing through, Electric City is like the most confusing thing on the planet.
There's so much traffic.
Which, by the way, shout outs to this traffic and people just like not understanding how driving works. We're gonna save in this PC, this Blackboard. If Phantom gets an encounter in here, there's a very high chance that we just explode.
Yep. There are, I believe, 2 encounter checks you can get in there, which is a 3% and then a 6% chance of ever getting the encounter to begin with. But the viruses in that Blackboard do 200 damage. And they can lock you in place to where you can't actually avoid the attacks. So we're just not gonna even risk that. For probably good reasons.
Yeah, there's so everybody that, you know, driving around the city, the only thing they know how to do is look at the traffic lights, but they don't look at anything else on the road. And yeah, you don't get to see it in one of the cutscenes, but literally 2 cars just slam into each other and explode. Nothing left.
Alright, so we're gonna fight Miyu here. This really isn't for much other than a future thing we need for story progress. We do this now just because it's convenient. We won't actually need her password for quite a while. Okay.
Incredible.
You also notice that I'm charging my Buster now. This is new. I couldn't do this until right now.
Yeah, because that last power-up that we got, we put it in charge instead of putting it into damage.
Yep. Yeah, the charge is just really useful for doing a lot of damage at once. Okay. Come to the middle. Thank you.
Decent. That's a pretty good skull, man.
It was okay. Like, I didn't draw any of the high damage chips, which is the main issue, but whatever. We have a new chip called Quake 3 that's very cool.
And it does 150 damage.
In a cross formation. But yeah, this is traffic control.
Welcome to the best track in the game. I'm being sarcastic. I hope you like the same. I was gonna say, I hope you like the same 7 notes for like the next 5 minutes.
Interrupted by an encounter occasionally. But yeah, this is traffic control. We need to basically turn all the lights to red because the way that they hacked this was they just made all of the lights green. Which I'm sure is great for someone. But usually that causes issues.
Nice Aqua Tower.
Yeah, cool. Technically, I didn't want any of either chip from that encounter, but yeah, there's a lot of chips that we're going to be picking up in the traffic lights that are very convenient, and hopefully we get some RNG ones as well, because the viruses in the later parts of the traffic control are very, very good. Perfect. Can I get a heater? Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, heater would be... Ooh. Let me just do this the right way. What? There we go.
How did that get messed up?
I'm very good at the game. But yeah, it's there's a battle chip over here that I want to pick up called Bubbler, which is very convenient. It'd be really funny if I got a Bubbler off this and it
Right
didn't
before
matter.
you pick up the Bubbler, okay?
Yep. Yeah, this is Traffic Control 1. We're just about done here. And we were introduced to Miss Mad via email. We've actually seen her in cutscenes before now, but here she is. She is the operator of the Navi for this scenario.
Whom we're just gonna call by their name in the show, Wacko Man.
And this is now Traffic Control 2. This is where I'm going to pick up an escape chip, actually, is in Traffic Light 2.
This will be our 6th escape chip since we picked up an extra from the chip trader.
Yep. In Traffic 2 and 3 is when we're going to start seeing potentially some better encounters from, like, Meteor 3s. Mostly in Traffic Control 3.
Yeah, and Meteor 3s have the final upgrade to the chip Shockwave, which is very good.
Surely I'll just get a fire tower and be rewarded for this.
Surely.
No.
That looks like a fire tower.
Yeah, money. So we don't care too much about money at this point, because we're picking up so many BMDs. Okay.
I was gonna say, surely you get a red wave here, but never mind.
Nope. I would have needed basically Quake 3. That's fine. Wave and Red Wave are fairly nice to get, but we're not gonna stress over it. They're also pretty difficult to get consistently. This also is not a cutscene, by the way. One of the few instances. Like, most text in this game actually does work as a cutscene, and you can just skip it. But not that one. So I'm gonna come over
liking
here.
this track.
We're gonna grab our heater O, and I'm gonna do a quick folder edit. We're gonna take out these mini bombs, throw in these. I have enough K codes that I'm gonna actually toss this in over a sword.
Yeah, swords become pretty worthless at this point in the game. Just because most things just sit in the back row or in the middle row.
Yep. Yeah, after like Fireman and Iceman, you don't necessarily really need swords.
And we don't utilize any program advances in this game.
BN1 program advances are not very good. Notably, Life Sword would be the easiest one to get, except it's not Life Sword in this game. I'm just gonna see if I get this. I probably won't.
Come on, Dino Wave.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, at a 6 rank, it's pretty unlikely.
But yeah, so to give like a description of like what program advances are, this game has a hidden, I guess you could call it like a hidden feature, and there's like specific like chip that you can link up multiple like different codes to. So like Canon, for instance, how they have A, B, C, D, and I don't know if they have E in this one. You can utilize those in like the specific order. So like Canon A, B, and C will give you a program advance, which allows you to basically spam the cannon for 5 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, 5 or 10.
And then Sword has one where it's Sword, Wide Sword, Long Sword, to give you that program advance. And a lot of these program advances, they deal a large amount of damage, but there's also a very long cutscene with them. So like it gives you like this cutscene of like it's like program advance, and then it lights up all the chips, and then they flash a couple times, and then they give you the program advance, and then you can move. It's very long, and it's not worth it.
Yep. Yeah, the program advances that you could reasonably get in a speedrun for this are the Sword program advance, which is not good at all.
Yeah.
Because how often do you want to spam the one-range sword?
Yeah. They've definitely upgraded it since this game.
Bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. It's a RNG chip.
Yeah, those viruses are can be pretty annoying, but that encounter makes it much more reasonable to manage, getting a decent rank off of. Normally you get something like this.
Yeah, they've in the 2 and above, they upgraded the Sword program advance to become Life Sword, which is a 2x3 in front of you attack that does 400 damage. Surely you get Dino Wave off of this. Nice.
I think it's almost guaranteed with an Elect Sword draw.
I don't know. I've definitely seen you get Zenny drops with an S rank.
I think it's almost guaranteed. But yeah, this is Traffic 5. We're done with random encounters, by the way. If you want to explain a little bit about what's going on here.
So in Traffic 5, you actually cannot jack out of this PC. But the way that it works, every single time we attempt to jack out, it resets our step counter to 0. So you're gonna just constantly see Phantom pressing the R button here to jack out, but it's gonna be like, Lan, you can't jack out right here. And so that just resets the encounter to 0. And we're just gonna keep doing that, and we're never gonna see an encounter in here.
Yep. This is something that gets abused in other games as well, to different levels. BN4 is the most...
BN4 is funny. BN4 is the entire game that you can abuse this.
And BN6, it's used in the second scenario. Similarly.
Yeah. BN4, you basically, if you enter your chip folder, it resets your step counter to 0. So the entire speedrun is just you...
I greeted.
Yeah, you did. So yeah, you just keep entering your chip folder, and you just never see an encounter.
Yeah, I greeted there a little bit just because I was so close anyway, but got punished. Ooh, that's not the Dino Wave. I will save. I'm probably not going to die here.
All right.
I don't think I've actually died to this before.
This is Miss Mad, and her Navi Wacko Man. You would think
That's
this Navi would be called Clown Man, but it's not.
Yeah.
This is another one of the Navis that just doesn't leave the back row. You definitely want to see this attack early.
Yeah, the Quake 3 there was really good.
Yeah, it puts Wacko Man in this attack formation here. So now this Navi is just not going to move for a bit. Unless you get hit by the giant ball.
Which hopefully we just don't do. And I want to get his puppets to be on the top row or far enough away. And easy.
That was it. It was actually a pretty good fight.
Yeah, the fight was good. I just had a lot of encounters along the way.
Yeah.
But that's BN1.
Yep. Encounters.
Gonna...
So yeah, after we saved Mail here, we're gonna talk to Yai, and she's just gonna give us $10,000, and we're gonna leave.
And she's a really good friend.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go talk to Mom. We have a event to attend. Dad is some work event for Dad.
Surely nothing goes wrong, right?
I'm gonna take a quick detour before going into the event because I really want to get some fish.
You should fight Sharkman.
Who?
You should fight Sharkman.
This guy's not an operator. He just sells fish.
You definitely don't want to fight Sharkman. Sharkman would actually demolish land right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. I think it's Trice Spear is the second level. I don't know.
Something like that.
But it's J-coded. I don't think I've actually fought Woodman in any of the D-Rust attempts because I haven't had that bad of RNG.
What are we at for RNG chips right now?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Wow. Better than any run I've ever seen you do.
We were at 4 going into the traffic lights. I literally walked inside of her.
What? I've never seen that before. What?
Neither have I, but you know, sometimes oops.
That would have been incredible if that would have just like gotten you soft locked in there.
We just would have gone back to color, man. It's fine.
That was wild.
But yeah, we're gonna enter the next scenario.
I thought this is your dad's party. Like, why is everything happening?
Yeah. Anyway, this is the power plant.
Get your cat jams ready. It's the best. This is actually the best track in the game.
But yeah, this is the power plant. This is easily the most difficult part of the run.
Oh yeah, this has every encounter in here is incredibly dangerous, because this game has a status effect that is terrifying.
It's called Numb.
Yeah, so pretty much every electric enemy in this entire scenario has the ability to inflict Numb. And what it does is it puts a big shockwave around Mega Man, and every single time you move, you take damage. So you could just easily delete yourself in this entire scenario.
Yeah, the damage you take every time you move is 10, and the attacks that give you the status effect do around 100.
Yeah.
You may notice we have 240 HP.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And we will actually be ending at only 260 HP by the end of the run. By picking up exactly one more HP memory. So we are basically as strong as we will ever be. And we don't want to do very many fights here.
Oh, you should have greeted that with that Quake 3.
Those ratties would not have gotten hit.
Yeah, they would have both been on the wrong row. Surely you get this here and save 45 seconds.
Nope.
Just kidding.
There's more chances. Yeah, we take that encounter just because if you do get the chip drop, it does save quite a bit of time. We will be safety saving.
Yeah.
Throughout the scenario.
Elect 2 is yeah. This is a terrifying PC at 240 health.
Yeah, 2 and 3, a lot of these encounters can be pretty brutal. Especially when you don't draw escape. We have 6 escape chips. You know, our odds are not bad. But could just get unlucky, and we don't really want to do that.
Yeah, so this whole scenario is basically like there's a bunch of like hidden paths, and we need to navigate through all the hidden paths. There's a lot of indicators of like where the paths are, but the other part of the scenario is grabbing these batteries from these NPCs here. We have to put these batteries in specific slots in order to light up paths, and you get hints. That's, you know, the batteries can't be like next to each other. They can't be like, you know, there's just like a lot of hints that it tells you like how to do this whole section. Come on, game.
It's not the worst one. Thunder would be better because we don't have that either.
Yeah, we don't pick that one up either. That would be an RNG.
Oh, no, we do pick it up. It's just really far out of the way.
Oh.
That one saves about a minute to get early. Alright, come on, Prague. Don't do it, Prague. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you sometimes just don't get lucky on drops. I'd never really looked up the exact chances on every rank, but generally speaking, you have around a probably 30 to 40% chance most of the time on clears like that. 7 ranks are not super generous.
I think 7 ranks are like 18% or something like that. Maybe lower.
It depends on the virus, but
yeah.
Like with a Metar, you're almost guaranteed a chip at any rank below or above 5.
You would think that.
Almost guaranteed does not mean guaranteed.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Statistically speaking, you are very likely.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. You either get it or you don't.
Yeah, if I had heater or bubbler there, I probably would have gone for that. A Raton chip and this thing are both RNG chips.
Yeah, Ring Zap too. Well, how I gave you 2 escapes there.
Yeah, on the one that you can't run away from. Just come up here, buddy. Come on down here.
Early you get Ring Zap 2 here.
Nope. We are pretty, like, 6 is pretty good for right now, to be fair.
Oh,
like,
also we didn't kind of go over the battery bar at the top there.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I always forget about it because it's not that important for me.
Yeah, so the battery bar at the top there for this scenario, nice. Is basically telling you how much, because like you're linked in there, but you have no way of like charging your PET technically. So when that battery bar runs out, you basically lose connection to Mega Man and LAN. So you would basically run out of the ability to recover after every battle. And that's bad, because these viruses are terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that we route through this entire section, there are specific spots that you can like recover like some of the PET battery. But we don't need it in the speed run. I think we only use a total of like 4 or 5 battery charges. And you get 10.
Yeah, I never really pay attention to it because we get through it fast enough anyway.
Yeah.
For casually, it's definitely an issue. I think casually, I don't think many people particularly care for this scenario. And I think that might be an understatement.
Yeah, this like the whole like figuring out like which slots are for like each battery is not exactly the greatest. There's a lot of trial and error that you have to do to figure out like which ones are what. In each of the batteries, that you can see, they have their own charge too. So after you charge them twice, you have to basically recharge them with that NPC.
And we're almost out of Area 3. Area 3 is probably the biggest puzzle in the game. Just because of all the back and forth you have to do there.
Yeah.
Area 4, pretty small area, but the viruses here still do a lot of damage. This is where you might see the level 3 prog viruses. Which, if you know how much damage the level 1 and 2s do, level 3s do more. And we're trying to avoid basically ever taking damage in here, just because of how much the numb status condition does to you. But coming up is a boss fight with Elecman. Elecman is yeah, just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Elecman is being powered by the power plant, so he's actually currently invincible. We don't know that yet. We're gonna find that out during the first phase of the fight, but we're gonna go have Lan turn the power on. But oh no, that looks too dangerous to touch.
Oh, so you just put the escapes in the front.
Yeah, because I sorted by attack twice. Oh, it didn't matter.
There's your escape chips anyway. So
right,
we have to have Elecman heal 3 times here. Doing over 50 damage will cause him to trigger the healing. And then that's the end of this fight. Lan has to now suffer a billion voltage to turn off. Wow. Incredible.
Maybe he'll come to the front.
What a dummy.
It's fine. He does do one particular movement that is kind of annoying.
So yeah, Elecman has a few attacks here. One of the attacks, he places 3 little beacons on your side that will constantly trigger lightning through each of the towers back and forth until you destroy one of them.
Or you deal enough damage to him.
Yep.
In one hit. And that's Elecman.
Pretty good fight.
We're not done.
No, we have one more boss fight. This fight is definitely a fight.
Is it?
So the only way to damage Proto Man here is to damage him in the middle of a charge. Like when he dashes into you. That's scary. So
fine.
we can only damage Proto Man through a counter. So it's actually not even worth it to go into your chip menu at this point, because our charge shot deals enough damage to stun him, which will reset his attack. So we're just gonna sit here and just keep our Buster charged and just counterattack him every single time.
Yeah, I wanted to greed the Dino Wave, but it didn't work out. But he does 200 damage per swing of his sword, which is that's a little bit.
It's a small amount.
Two more
Shot ain't
charge
playing
shots.
around. Chad ain't playing around.
Nah, not really.
Actually, two more charge shots now.
We'll see. I think he might be a... Yeah, 2 HP. This is why the battle chips don't necessarily matter. Yeah, that was the power plant scenario.
Alright, now the power's back on.
It was also a 15-second gold.
Really?
Yeah. Power plant's hard. But yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of errand running here. This is the final scenario. This is a fairly long scenario. But we will be dealing with the final boss, actually, by the end of it.
The final boss of this run.
Yeah, the final boss, Bomb Man.
Yeah.
He is the final major fight of the game.
Yeah, so in this run, we actually don't fight the true final boss in this game. Hilariously enough. Thanks to a lovely user on Reddit, we found out that there in the finals, like the final scenario, when you go to the World 3 base, there's an interesting thing that happens, and we'll kind of go over that and when we get closer to that. But for right now, we're gonna run around or skate around, sorry, and we're gonna do some errands, pick up some chips, go pick up the backup chips that we need, because we need to pick up 4 World 3 codes to access specific sections of the internet.
Yeah, so I did not get Ring Zap or Thunder, which means I currently need 5 chips.
Oh,
so I could get lucky.
Gold.
I could get lucky on Chip Trader.
Yeah, we're gonna be visiting our friend the Chip Trader again.
If I don't get lucky on Chip Trader, we will be doing some extra fights and some backups.
Yeah, bunch of nabbies.
I mean, if you enjoyed the previous fights against all of the bosses, there's the chance that we get to do it again.
Yeah. I love
But
fighting
first we're
nabbies.
We're gonna go over to Higsby here. We're gonna get the Hig memo.
All right, y'all.
I talked.
Let's get some blessings here. Get some RNG chips here from the Chip Trader.
It's this one, yeah. So it is time to gamble for the sake of the run. And nope.
Whack.
Already got that earlier.
Whack.
Already got that earlier. Oh, Raton 2.
Raton 2 is
new.
good. That's new.
Yeah. Alright, Sonic Wave is not new. A Dino Wave I will keep.
Yeah.
I'll menu around that one. I will not menu around Bubbler Red. I'm getting near the end here. I'm currently at 8. Which 8 is not bad.
You still need 3 though, right? Oh. Is that new or no?
No.
Oh.
But I'm going to do this first. So I get 1 more. Okay.
Whack.
So we're currently at 8 total. I will likely just be picking up the Ring Zap and the Thunder backups, and then be doing only 1 Navi fight, actually.
Which will be against Flame Man.
Nope.
No?
It'll be Stone Man, because Stone Man blocks a BMD for another chip.
Ah.
And that's just kind of how this is mathing out to me. Hello, Encounter.
Unless you pull a longsword from Internet 2.
Longsword, Fire Sword. There's a few options. But yeah, we picked up this key from Freud earlier during that previous trip. So we can open all of these skull doors now. Which I think I opened 3. I had a heater, so this is definitely slower than that, but whatever.
I was sitting here wondering. Nice S rank into money.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing a lot of shopping in this segment. And that is Mega Man at max power, basically.
Yeah, we're looking to get Mega Man, like I said, to level 30.
If I get enough extra money, which is pretty unlikely, I can buy a Invis 2. But it's very, very unlikely to get that much money.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen enough encounters to get that.
Nope. Not with that hand.
There's Dino Wave when you need it.
True. But yeah, this is one of the reasons our estimate, by the way, is what it is. Like, this is all built in. It's expected. You tend to not get super lucky on average. And I will be safety saving here because Internet 4 is...
terrifying. There's enemies that look like a pile of leaves, but they're probably some of the scariest enemies in the entire game. They have the ability to basically just like block off an entire diagonal line or a straight line, and the blast, the grenade blast, is 200 damage. It's terrifying. These things. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so now we can't go on that row.
Yep.
That row will kill us.
It is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Ooh.
See? Perfectly fine.
Now you don't have to fight the Navi. Or you don't have to go pick up one of the chips.
Yeah. Do this. Hitting this with Quake is like nearly impossible.
Sure, you get a Quake 3 here.
Well, obviously.
Never punished.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Quake
go
3
buy
is a
2
very
chips
nice.
here.
Quake 3 is definitely a nice pickup here. Oh no.
I mean, I did
Oh,
save.
Yeah, but then you'd lose your rando chip.
Yep.
Okay, we
And
just
I
have
had
to
to
eat the
pull an
damage
escape.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. We escaped safely.
That is one of the most terrifying encounters in the game.
Maybe you should safety save again.
This one's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you get rid of that thing.
And
Another Quake.
no.
Dang. Dang.
I will save down here. Why not? We did get a dynamite. There's an escape chip.
Now remember, all 6 of our escapes are at the top of the deck here.
Yep. I believe statistically it's a 16% chance if we have 5 at the top. I think that's how it mats out. To top deck it. Let's not deal with this.
The terrifying thing about the spooky encounters is once anything below drops below 50% of their health, the spooky will heal it.
Mm-hmm. All right,
All right.
I'm gonna edit
Here's-
this and actually put the Quake in the folder.
Here's Door Virus.
And Door Virus is
Terrifying. This is definitely
yeah.
This is a Tohu fight. Of course.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. I might just be dead, but we'll see. The Door Virus itself doesn't do too much damage, but I can't really do anything about these guys. Yeah.
Yeah. There was nothing to do there. Just
Yep.
a horrible, horrible chip draw.
RNG advancement. So yeah, technically invalidates single segment, but we safety save just to be able to actually like finish the run. This is a fight of all time. All right, can I not draw swords, please? This is why you tend to take all of them out of the folder.
Yeah, this is pretty much why you take the swords out.
When you can, at least.
Oh my god.
Alright, dude. That's Door Virus.
Yeah. Welcome to Door Virus. Fun fight.
Yeah, that is a virus that you only really encounter there, but you actually can encounter it at the supposed end of the game. I'm gonna not stand in the middle.
You don't like taking damage for free?
Not ideally.
So that enemy, that virus drops a big bomb, which hits for a 3x3, aka the whole field.
Yep. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I can't charge Buster fast enough for this guy, but he will still die here. Do I get lucky? Nope.
No.
That's fine. I am gonna skip Thunder, actually.
Yeah, it's
Because of
probably
the chips I
slowest
have.
chip.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Since I'm
fighting
going-
Stone Man is slower. Who knows?
No, because Stone Man is blocking Rock Cube, which I'm going to get otherwise.
Fair.
But yeah, we are going to go up here and grab our Ring Zap. As you can imagine, getting this in Power Plant would save quite a bit of a run.
And encounters.
Yep. I believe on average it's around 45 seconds accounting for encounters. It can be more time save if you were to say not get like your escapes.
Yeah, and then this part of the internet also, you start finally encountering some very, very powerful viruses like those life aura things.
Yep.
Rimabit 2 is also very scary, or what are they called? Twisters?
I don't know what they're actually called.
Something
They
like
give
that.
you Rimobet.
Yeah, they give you Rimabit.
And we're gonna come over here and grab a sword.
B.
That's the first. I think it's Fighter Sword's the first one.
Yeah.
Or Hero Sword, one of the two.
I think it's Fighter Sword. Is Hero Sword also B coded?
They can all be B-coded.
Hey, look, it's Dad's PC.
Yeah, this is a very convenient shortcut for later. We're going to be coming over here and make a quick purchase.
Dad's PC just happens to be very close to the undernet.
Yep. Very, very convenient.
By the
So
way,
we're
do
gonna-
we have a message time for a couple of quick messages.
Go for it. We're going to refight a boss.
Fantastic timing. All right. I just want to remind people that you are indeed watching Midwest Speedfest Tune-Up 2025, an online event that will raise funds to help us purchase better equipment for our on-site events, such as our upcoming marathon this April at VGMCon in Minnesota. We are live today and tomorrow showcasing amazing speedruns and some fantastic music from our online community. If you want to contribute, then please do go to donate.midwestspeedfest.com or type !donate in chat and follow the link. And if you choose to do so, we do have an incentive coming up at the end of next run in about 90 minutes. That is, of course, for Mega Man 7 to see a blindfolded boss rush. Currently at about $185 shy of that target, so please do make sure that if you want to see that, you are getting yourself involved. Thank you very much. And it looks like the boss has come to a close, so I will throw it right back over.
Yeah, so we refought Snowman there because his chip drop is basically just what we needed for library purposes.
Yeah.
That and the rock cube he was blocking brings us to basically where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, so each of the boss navies that we fought, they have all of them have a static tile on the internet, where you can refight their V2 version of them, and then after that, they just spawn on the area that you fought their static tile. They're a random encounter for their V3 version, and that's how you get like the 1, 2, and 3. The static one you fight, it guarantees the version 1 of the Navi chip. And then the random encounter, you have to I think it's 7, 8, or 9 rank. 7, 8, 9, or 10 rank to get the 2, and an S rank to get the 3.
Yeah, effectively. So we are going to be making our trip over to... we saw her earlier, Yuri. We jacked into the blackboard. The very dangerous blackboard.
Yeah. We also find out that she's one of the holders of a World 3 code.
Yep. So she will not actually give us the password unless we have 60 chips in our library. And currently I should have 58. However, this kid... as long as you know the answers, gives you a battle chip. And then right here is another battle chip.
And that puts us at 60.
As long as we counted correctly. I did not count correctly.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll go fight Skullman. It's fine. We can just get Skullman's chip. Not that big of a deal.
Which chip did he give you?
Oh, I guess that's a Raton one.
Oh.
That's probably why.
Whoops.
Miscounted. That's fine, we'll just get Skullman. Not a big deal. Skullman will be significantly easier than he was before.
Maybe.
I mean, he will be. Yeah. Anyway.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's fine. He has 155 HP left. He has 70 HP left. And I did not draw... well, I have Wide Sword. Tank the hit. Okay.
Never mind.
I tried. There's Skullman.
Alright, now we have 60.
Yeah, the Navi fights required in order to actually get to 60 is usually where you lose time RNG wise. In an ideal world, you would never have to fight a Navi, but obviously, with a category as RNG heavy as this, ideal is not often.
Ideal is not ideal.
However, we are level 30, which means we can get this other one here.
Remember this old man in AC/DC Town? He's also a holder of a World 3 code.
Who? This old man NPC that looks like every other old man NPC in the game?
Hey, he's 30 years old. Relax.
Yeah, we are going to be making our way to the final stretch here, effectively. There's a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more, and then we go fight the final boss, Bomb Man. Which, funny enough, is not when time is.
Yeah, we have epilogue.
Yeah.
But yeah, since we opened up this shortcut in Dad's computer, we can just go straight to the undernet.
Thanks, Dad.
Really convenient of you to have your PC directly next to the undernet. Yeah, these are 3 comps, or 3 sections of the internet that are fairly packed with difficult viruses. And ideally we draw escape in every single one.
Like that. It's just that easy.
Most of these are fairly long runs. In the any % category where you are doing RNG manipulation, this entire run is actually a single manip of perfect movement to go encounterless. That's just how optimized this game is when you can manipulate RNG. This is fine. Sure. And then he'll die to a charge shot. Easy. Yeah, these viruses have a lot of HP, and even though we have really good ships, we don't really have a folder that is intended. I had an escape, whatever. Watch me get a mine.
Yeah, that'd be really funny.
Yeah. We don't really have a folder that's intended to fight the in-game stuff. The developers did not want you to be this kind of weak, I guess.
We could technically fight the in-game stuff. It would just take a very long time.
Yeah. 61.
But instead, we're gonna fight. Wow. We're gonna fight this this fire inside the final comp, and that'll be the end of the run. Oh my goodness.
Can I have an escape chip? Thank you.
I forgot those viruses do 200.
Yep. Just ignore that GMD. Cool.
So I guess since we're getting close to Bomb Man, we can kind of go over as to why Bomb Man is the final boss.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So this game has some interesting code, to say the least. And it's definitely an oversight to like what's available like in the code. But in the final segment of the game, it gives you basically a run through of every single scenario dungeon that you've gone through. And the very first scenario, of course, is the Flame Man or Fireman scenario, where we have to go through and remove fires from the area to, get past. And there is one specific fire in that entire section that is also linked to the trigger in the game that says, hey, you beat the life virus, and now you're in the section of the game where it just says to run the credits. So once we put out that one fire, we're gonna jack out of the PC and we're gonna return home, and then the credits are gonna run.
But first, we do have an encounter. The final boss, Bomb Man. I will be putting in, where is this? My sword over this sword, doing a quick sort, saving. Bomb Man does 140 damage per hit. He is the most complicated mechanically out of every encounter in the entire game. Thanks, Bomb Man. But yeah, his bombs will sort of chain reaction detonate. I don't want to destroy that bomb. There we go. So, if they were to blow each other up, they will chain react and basically fill the entire field. He also has mines. I need to pay attention. Front?
Bottom front, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to be careful here and not dash cancel these.
Don't go down.
Yep. Just gonna do that, and he's dead. That's Bomb Man.
Alright, final boss down.
Bomb Man is always kind of scary.
Now we have what we call the epilogue.
Yep.
So
I call it epilogue.
Yeah, we're gonna do a few things. We have a couple of scenario things to take care of and movements to do. And we need to find access to the World 3 base. Which is convenient where the World 3 base happens to be.
A little convenient.
Very convenient, honestly. There's a hint in the game that this NPC is where at the school, the NPC is I keep hearing this train running by and I don't know where it's coming from. And I think this is the only game that actually has a front door to the school. Otherwise, you just go into the school from the town.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's an NPC is I keep hearing a train where there's and I shouldn't. And then you end up finding out that the train to the World 3 base is literally at school.
Yep. So first we're gonna go see Higsby. Just an ID card. And we're gonna go see what this is all about. It looks like a train pass. And I'll grab a pass to Waterworks while I'm here. We're gonna go see what this does.
First, we're gonna tick off this driver.
And no music, because why would there be music? But yeah, that's a hidden metro station right underneath the school. No one ever knew it was there. How would you ever know that was there?
Who would ever think, you walk out of the front door of the school and you see the backside of the fountain, but you would never notice that there's a train station there. It's convenient.
So, the ID card does not work. We need to go tell Dad to hack it for us. Because, what else was he going to do?
Get captured. Not show up for dinner.
Yeah, he's just gonna let Lan do this. For, reasons. Your 10-year-old says that I want to break into a secret organization's base and save the world or something.
falter their plans to thwart the world through the internet.
Yeah.
I'd let my 10-year-old do that.
Yeah.
Who happens to be turning 10 in 2 weeks.
I mean, what else are they gonna do?
Truly.
So we're making our way here into the Wily Castle. Which you'd get to see what it looked like if I didn't skip the cutscenes. But it's Wily Castle.
Pretty much. Alright, this is the last computer in the game.
Yeah, so I'm going to be saving just in case.
So yeah, like we were explaining before, there is one specific fire that we're going to put out. So we talk to this NPC and they tell us, here, use this to put the fires out. And hey, look, door viruses.
It's not as strong, but it's still pretty scary. That's probably one of the scarier encounters in this area.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of like route this like very, very specific around these fires to get to the proper one. And then once we put that fire, once we put that fire out, we are going to jack out and we're gonna run to the end of the game. Because that fire, again, like I said, is linked to the cutscene. And it is this fire here. It is linked to the trigger in the game that says, hey, run the ending sequence.
Yep. So time is going to be coming up when the ding appears above Land's PET.
So yeah, we put out that fire. That completely stopped Dr. Wily. And here we go.
And
time.
Not bad for needing to fight a bunch of extra stuff.
No, not bad at all.
So yeah, that was Mega Man Battle Network. That ending sequence is how much would that add to actually like do the end?
A lot.
It's probably like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah. Life Virus is definitely a fight of all time.
Well, no, so you would go through the dungeons and then do Life Virus skip.
True. Oh yeah. You don't understand why they would program it that way. It was an oversight, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just a shared flag, basically.
Yeah. It's something like that would easily get overlooked when writing all the coding for this game. And yeah.
Yeah, this is
oh yeah, Magic Man. I forgot about Magic Man.
This run is cool. I think this is probably one of the not easier to get into, but easier to like do decently at once you understand the endgame fights. As far as Battle Network games go, it's not difficult to learn. It's the shortest one by far. And you can kind of just play it. And as long as you learn how to avoid the fights, it's pretty, or not avoid the fights, but avoid attacks from viruses. It's not too bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources. Yeah, there's a lot of resources in the Discord as well for like all 6 of the games, plus the Star Force series as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are there that are very knowledgeable about this game and like how like encounters work and like RNG manipulation works too. So if you are looking to like get into this game, definitely join, Team Battle Network, Team BN Discord, and just like poke around. There's a ton of resources. We are more than willing to help people get into this run and the other games as well. So if you are looking to run it, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, and thank you for taking this run, because it is definitely not marathon safe, but with enough backup saves, and we can make it work. So this was fun, and donate for that Mega Man 7 incentive.
Yes, indeed. People should be getting on that, as at the end of next run, that will, of course, be Mega Man 7.